Welcome to the Alaska TTAP webinar series. Our presentation today is by Martin Weiser of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and he is going to be presenting on the geospatial resources and products that the BIA has available for tribes. Martin is a member of the native village of Minto and has been with the BIA since early 2025 and has been a GIS professional since 2017. And I will turn this over to Martin.
Good afternoon. Yeah, let's get right into it then. Yeah, my name is Martin Weiser. I'm a tribal member from Minto. I've been with the BIA for just over a year now. Previous to the BIA, I worked as a GIS manager for doing utilities. I worked in geospatial application development with Stone Environmental on the East Coast. And then I was a GIS analyst with Doi Unlimited. And previous to my GIS experience, I was in mining for several years, where I also worked as an environmental specialist, where I used GIS as well. Today, I just want to talk about the BIA's Department of Resource Integration and Services, and the branch of geospatial support, and how with the work that we do helps tribes around the country get their geospatial programs up and running. Also discuss some of the work I do as a regional geospatial coordinator, who we are, and how we help tribes across the country. Division of Resource Integration and Services. DRIS is under the Office of Trust Services within the BIA. There are over 20 employees in DRIS that I work with. They're all across the country. They work with several backgrounds in IT or geospatial technologies, and we're all here to help Indian country. And the work that we do, we try and help each other out and help each tribe across the country with any geospatial or IT integration services tribes may have questions to, and we're here to help. Division of Resource Integration Services. Resource integration is the acquisition and external resources to ensure operational functionality. It is crucial to an organization's effectiveness and resiliency. DRIS's mission is to enhance the geospatial information and data resources throughout the Bureau of Indian Affairs by modernizing data resources, communications, improving workflows, and fostering collaboration between programs. The branch of geospatial support, also under DRIS and Office of Trust Services, is the responsibility for the delivery of the enterprise license agreement, in which tribes can enter into to receive geospatial software training and program support. I'll explain more in a couple slides. The branch of geospatial support is to assist the tribal governments and Indian affairs to manage the cultural and natural resources of Indian country by providing geographic information system software, training, and technical support. Some of you may have heard of BOGs and have worked with them. If you have, this may be just a refresher for yourself. If not, hopefully I can provide some new information and help you on your geospatial journey. Geospatial software. BOGs offers products such as ArcGIS Pro and ArcGIS Enterprise, as well as Avenza Maps Pro, which is a mobile mapping application which you can download onto your phone, take your phone out in the field and do some mobile mapping, as well as Maxar Technologies, which is a satellite imagery service, which is can be plugged into ArcGIS Pro software. Also, under the ELA, you have access to multiple training sources through Esri, Esri e-learning courses and their workshops. Also, under the ELA, you get access to geospatial training services, another third-party soft GIS training program, as well as discounts on Esri products such as ArcGIS Online. The geospatial Esri training. If you're in the ELA, eligible tribal members can receive Esri trainings at no cost to the tribe. Um, there are instructor-led courses, which are based on a schedule. Oftentimes, these are Mountain Time or Central Time. So for Alaskans, it's an early wake up for an Esri training. I've done a couple myself. Um, Benefit is you start early and you get out a little early in the day. Esri also offers e-learning courses, which are self-paced. They there's a large catalog of Esri training, and tribal governments and programs can focus their GIS training for whatever program needs their department requires. For example, you can specify your training for forest harvesting or wildfire analysis and protection, natural resource management, and cultural resource management as well. The Esri MOOC, as they refer to it as, the massive open online courses. Like I said, there's a huge catalog of Esri trainings. They're 4 to 6 weeks long. Learn at your own pace, and you can earn a certificate of completion at the end. Also, the under the ELA, you have access to geospatial training services. These are all on-demand training classes. There's a short series on ArcGIS Pro software. A lot of the basics are in there. If you're just learning ArcGIS Pro for the first time, I'd recommend going to this training service first. Um, Definitely throws you in with ArcGIS Pro software and gets you the lay of the land. And then we get into the general courses. Here, you can get a step up in your training, whether it be with our introduction to Python or introduction to R, which are coding languages, which Esri software reads and is used for automation in your GIS workflows. Also, it can introduce you to online applications through Esri, which you can build, Experience Builder, Field Maps mobile application, as well as Story Maps. Both these applications creations can be found on either ArcGIS Portal or ArcGIS Online. So if you are interested in the ELA, you can just Google search BOGS BIA, and it'll take you to this website. Here is your kind of kickoff point for whether or not you want to sign up for geospatial software or training. Under the training, he also gives the Esri instructor-led course schedule, as well as any geospatial assistance that you may need, whether it be an Esri ticket that your program may need. So as a regional geospatial coordinator, I work with BOGS hand in hand. I help the distribution of the ELA to the agencies and the tribes. RGCs can make requests to BOGS for any tribal help that may be needed. if I can't answer a question, I can reach out to Boggs and see if they have the resources to answer any geospatial questions that you or your tribal organization may have. I just want to touch a little bit on ArcGIS Enterprise. It's a product list under the ELA. This requires a bit more of lift in terms of infrastructure and support. Enterprise is a on-prem service, infrastructure service, which the ELA will provide the software licenses, and it is upon the organization to stand up its enterprise, requires a server in which you get these plugins, ArcGIS server, ArcGIS portal. Portal is an online environment, which you create your online applications. I recommend ArcGIS Enterprise for larger organizations such as Tanana Chiefs Conference. They have the infrastructure already in place and the IT personnel to handle the back end infrastructure in which enterprise is necessary for. But there are other alternatives such as ArcGIS Online. It is hosted by Esri. The ELA does not provide licenses for ArcGIS Online. However, Esri has a very good and reasonably priced options for nonprofit tribal organizations, as well as if you are in the LA with the BIA, you get discounts on ArcGIS Online. I recommend that for smaller tribes and organizations who are just getting started with GIS. If you have any questions on the difference of the two and want me to explain more, feel free to ask me later. Which brings me to the Regional Geospatial Coordinator Program. One thing to note is we are, as RGCs, we're not Boggs employees. I myself, I work for central office. But I do serve the Alaska region. There are 11 other regional geospatial coordinators around the country, and they are each serve their respective region. Here's a little map of the regions around the United States, and each one of these regions has an RGC. And we're all here to help Indian country and help geospatial programs get off the ground. So as a RGC, our goal is to provide regional level GIS programming, assistance, and any training. We help the BIA to meet its trust responsibilities to tribes by increasing efficiency, transparency, and accountability of resources using geospatial technologies. We strive to support tribes' self-determination using geospatial technologies. So what else do we do as RGCs? We help distribute the GIS software through the enterprise license agreement, any software upgrades that are needed. We help coordinate GIS training with DRIS and Boggs, as mentioned before, and we help tribes in their effort to create and maintain their own data and their data collection. I'm here to assist with any geospatial questions that maybe geospatial questions that you may have in the future. If I'm not able to answer any of your questions, I have background in utility GIS, enterprise GIS systems. But if I can't answer your question, I can call upon any of the RGCs or anyone else in DRIS, and we can try and help answer any questions you have. And if we can't do that, we can put in an Esri ticket, and they'll be able to help you with their any GIS questions you may have, especially in the infrastructure. That's all I really had today. anyone have any questions.
Martin, can you show the web resources where people can find the Esri resources the BIA has available online?
Yeah, I'll drop that in the chat.
Can you
Yeah.
do you have any way to pull up the site and sort of walk people through it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me just cancel out of this. Can you see this screen? Branch of Geospatial Support, our mission.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what I shown before, like geospatial training, there is a schedule in here. Esri e-learning course, the course catalog is here. The geospatial training services, which went to the course catalog. I was in one of the screens I showed before. That's all in here.
So if
This is,
somebody's just starting out, what's a good course recommendation to start with if you have never done GIS before?
you've never done JS before, I recommend going to the geospatial training services. And once you have the software, it's all installed. Um, the self-paced GIS training. Um, I can definitely help if you are interested in this. I can help get you signed up and help you get into these classes. They're all self-paced. It comes with a book, comes with some exercises that you can work on, and it's all just built in Pro. There is some codes that are involved with geospatial training services, which you receive from us. I'll give you a code and you're able to sign up for a class. The Esri led courses, if you're in the ELA, you get emails from um, a nice lady at Boggs. Her name is April. She sends out trainings almost weekly, and you just respond to her if you're interested in the training, and we'll get you signed up if there's space available.
And this is the same place where we get the software.
Correct. Just go back to this page. Software here. Email geospatial@bia.gov, and that's where you'll get an email back from April, and fill out an application. And there's more forms here. And you fill out the application, and if you're approved, we'll send you licenses and the download installer to ArcGIS Pro.
Are all Alaska tribes eligible to participate in the ELA program?
Federally recognized tribes.
Okay, so all federally recognized tribes are eligible.
Yes, as well as like nonprofit and native organizations.
Would the Alaska Native corporations qualify?
No, ANCSA corporations do not qualify for the ELA.
All right. Well, I've asked the questions that I thought were relevant and wanted as part of the recording. Are there anyone in the audience who has additional questions that they would like to ask Martin? You can raise your hand, put them in the Q&A, or drop them in chat. Going once, going twice. Well, thank you, Martin, for this great summary of the BIA geospatial resources for federally recognized tribes. Concise and to the point, always a good thing. So I know I'm going to end the recording now and thank everyone for attending.
Okay. Yeah. If anyone's any questions, you can find me at